The Newsday continues here on One News Now. I'm Riza Diaz. The Social Welfare Department is looking to serve some 90,000 education aid beneficiaries today. This is the agency's second day of cash aid disbursement. The department says all 200 payout sites are in manageable situations as of 7:30 in the morning. In NCR, the distribution was led by Regional Director Monina Josefina Romualdez. The department also sought help from the DILG and the PNP for peaceful disbursement. Lawmakers questioned the Budget Department's involvement in various procurement scandals as the House of Representatives start their deliberations on budget allocations for 2023. Gemma Vansenia with the report.
The House of Representatives has started deliberation for the 5.27 trillion 2023 national budget on Friday. In the interpellation, Gabriela Party List Representative Arlene Brosas questioned the seemingly minuscule budget for school buildings, classrooms, and housing projects compared to other infrastructure projects under the Build Better More project. Currently, road networks have a designated budget of 429 billion pesos, while right-of-way projects have 28.66 billion pesos. Health facilities will be getting 23.24 billion pesos, but school buildings and housing programs are only set to have 13.9 billion and 2.5 billion respectively.
Hindi namin makita yung more and better. Why not aim for more funds for schools and public housing, more funds for the social services, or di kaya cash aid? Mas mararamdaman ito ng mga ordinaryong Pilipino.
Budget Secretary Amina Pangandaman says they have already added 3 billion pesos to the school building budget, but they also have to consider the utilization rate and absorptive capacity of every agency.
We have a formula to allot or fund each department. And in preparing the budget, as previously said by my colleague here, we take into consideration really the utilization and absorptive capacity of the agencies. Madam Chair, we don't have enough funds to provide for the backlog of the classrooms.
Meanwhile, ACT Teachers Party List Representative Franz Castro flagged the budget for cash aid, particularly the 2.5 billion fuel subsidy. Of this, 1 billion pesos will be given to the agriculture sector, which Castro said was too little.
DA, 1 billion. So napakalit nito para sa mga corn farmers.
NTF-ELCAC's 10 billion pesos allocation for its barangay development program was also questioned, as the agency has yet to submit a detailed allocation list. Meanwhile, the Budget Department was also asked to comment on reports calling for the removal of its procurement service after being involved in various controversies, from the 8 billion peso Farmally deal to the recent 2.4 billion peso DepEd laptop issue. Pangandaman says the decision is up to the Congress, but that she hopes they will be given the chance to clean up the department.
If we give a chance to PSDBM, and if we clean the process and the system of the procurement in PSDBM, maybe we can go back to its old glory.
The budget deliberation for other agencies will resume next week. For News 5, Gemma Vansenia, we are One News.
We'll be back with more stories after the break. Keep it here on One News. You're still watching One News Now. I'm Riza Diaz. 2 people remain missing as the Philippine Coast Guard continues its search and rescue operations on the MV Asia Philippines roro fire. Authorities report that as of 8 in the morning today, 47 passengers and 38 crew members have been accounted for. They are now investigating whether the remaining missing persons are really missing or if they were already rescued without documentation or if their names were repeated on the passenger list. CHED Chairman Prospero de Vera III has reiterated his support to the government's anti-insurgency program following his sister's arrest. Recall that Adora Faye de Vera was arrested on Thursday for allegedly being a ranking member of the Communist Party of the Philippines. De Vera says he has not spoken to his sister for over 25 years and that he does not share her views. He added that he will be praying for Adora Faye's health and safety in detention as she faces the charges against her. Let's now take a quick look at today's other top stories. The Health Department predicts new COVID-19 daily infections will rise up to 9,000 by the end of September. This amid the higher mobility brought about by the opening of classes. The Energy Department is expecting a big-time oil price hike next week. Diesel and kerosene prices will likely increase by 5 pesos per liter, while gasoline prices may hike up by over 1 peso per liter. And Moderna sues Pfizer and its partner BioNTech for a patent infringement in creating the first COVID-19 vaccine approved in the United States. And those are the top stories of the hour. Join us later at 12 noon as we continue to monitor the day's biggest stories. You can also catch One News on Signal Play app. Register for a free account now at www.signalplay.com and stream One News live anytime, anywhere. I'm Riza Diaz. Mask on, wash hands, and stay safe, Philippines. We are One News.